It's a tale as old as the Trump administration. When existing rules stand in the way of the fossil fuel industry, it's Donald Trump's job to clear the path, no matter the consequences. On Thursday, the president announced sweeping changes to the landmark National Environmental Policy Act. Its main purpose for the past 50 years has been to make sure that federal agencies assess the community and environmental impact of major highway, pipeline, bridge, and other building projects. But not anymore, says Trump.
Today, we're issuing a proposed new rule under the National Environmental Policy Act to completely overhaul the dysfunctional bureaucratic system that has created these massive obstructions. These proposed reforms will reduce traffic in our cities, connect our rural communities, and get Americans where they need to go more quickly and more safely.
Or in other words, his coal mining and oil drilling buddies will be able to go where they need to go more quickly, but less safely. Basically, Trump is looking to exempt projects that are mostly privately funded from the whole review process and put far fewer restrictions on federally funded projects, too. According to experts who spoke to the Washington Post, under the new proposal, policymakers vetting a proposed coal mine or oil drilling operation would not have to consider whether burning those fossil fuels later on will contribute to climate change. They'll only look at the impact of the actual project's construction. As the Arctic melts, Australia burns, just as California did 2 years ago, and floods ravage Midwestern America. Of course, this isn't exactly a surprising move from Trump, who's been trying to push through projects like the Keystone XL pipeline expansion since the day he took office, first trying to reverse Obama's move to halt it, and then when a court determined Trump failed to explain why his administration was ignoring the climate concerns surrounding it, he just signed the permit himself. He's just an Obama judge anyway. None of this is surprising, coming from the man who said this in 2015.
All of this with the global warming and that, a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax. I mean, it's a money-making industry, okay? It's a hoax, a lot of it.
Asked whether he still believed that at last week's press conference, Trump had this to say.
No, not at all. Nothing's a hoax. Nothing's a hoax about that. It's a very serious subject. I want clean air. I want clean water. I want the cleanest air, want the cleanest water. The environment's very important to me. Somebody wrote a book that I'm an environmentalist. It actually called The Environmentalist, actually, before I did this. But they wrote a book. I'd like to get it.
I wanted to get it, too. And when I found it, I saw it was even beyond what the president described. A book that's titled Donald J. Trump, an Environmental Hero. It really is. Written in 2016 by a former environmental consultant for the Trump Organization. Of course, if that doesn't have you convinced and you're more worried about moves like Trump killing the Clean Power Plan, weakening protections for endangered species, rolling back flood standards for federal infrastructure projects, or lifting a ban on drilling in a national wildlife refuge, you can still weigh in on this one. Visit federalregister.gov and search Environmental Policy Act. Tell the Trump administration what you think about their updates. And as always, you can tell us what you think, too, by emailing or tweeting us to share your thoughts.